Hi, Marley. I'm scared. I'm scared as hell. That's all I have to say. I'm scared. It's technically not even 8 a.m. yet. I'm gonna be so awkward. Also, everyone's asleep, I imagine, over here, which is fine. I just wanted the VOD for later because, like, y'all are all asleep. Except Marley. Marley is in a time zone where being awake is reasonable. I mean, it's reasonable to be awake at 8 a.m. It's just not as reasonable to be in a stream at 8 a.m. Oh, I should draw so I have something on the screen. I could play something less ridiculous, but the stream is going to be ridiculous, so okay. I have a few minutes to compose myself. I'm just like, so many people are going to be looking at me. They don't know. Sorry, so I have to go have a good stream. Oh, okay. Bye-bye, Marley. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Ooh, I had coffee though, so I have a lot of things to say. I'm just scared. Oh, wait, let me actually keep this open because I have a question I'll answer. Maybe they'll at me though. I have like 2 other charity streams I'm gonna be doing this, not this month, good god, this year. Actually, this summer. They're all in the summer. I've never done a charity event before. This is my first one. So we'll see how this goes. It'll be great or it'll be a disaster, but you just have to accept it, right? That's what you do when you stream. You have to accept what will happen. It said 15 minutes, so I'm gonna assume at like 8:15, but yeah. Okay. Oh my god, what was that? Oh, there was such cute community art up for a second there on the stream. That I've never seen before. It was like a ref sheet of him. I'm trying to think of the other. Okay, wait, no, Roxo's on there. Roxo's a person of color. I'm trying to remember if I'm the only person of color. But I don't know. Everyone I knew wasn't a person of color. I don't remember the other people. I have to ask him, be like, how many people of color have been on this train? Start with an unhinged question, because I've just had coffee and I've slept for 5 hours, so we're gonna come in hot. Oh, it probably won't tell me when he calls, so I should keep that over here. Because I'm on D&D. I could just not be on D&D. But then y'all will hear the call noise, and that would be annoying, I imagine. There's supposed to be an ad going. But I might not. It's like. Okay. I won't complain. Not for me, on his stream. There should be an ad going, but it's not for me. I can tell because it's in the corner instead of covering the whole screen. So sometimes that glitch happens. Something's wrong about this picture. I don't remember what is wrong with his markings. Maybe it's just like this part in the back. Yeah, I'm sure I won't have energy or time to be drawing. This is just gonna be a yap session. I should be in just chatting. I might move to just chatting, depending. Oh wait, maybe we are in just chatting, actually. I don't know. I don't know how it works when you stream together. I've done it like one time. Let me see, what does my stream say? Oh no, we can have different categories. Okay, cool. I'm scared. Is it time? Okay. Okay. Okay, how do I do that? There it is. And you hop into this. Oh, I'm suppressed. Okay, that's fine. Do I have to do anything else? Okay, that's easy. No. How do I do that? Oh, here we go. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Being so oh god, that scared the shit out of me. Hold on.
Hello, Nux. Hello.
Hello. Oh my god, wait, you were so loud for me. Hold on, let me turn you down. Okay. Okay, you're good. Hello!
I expect too loud. Jinx on Tuesday said I was too quiet, and that was new for me.
Oh. Yeah, you blasted my ears out.
Yeah, I'm over here blasting.
Is the chat shared? Do I have to do something?
I will start that now.
Okay.
Start sharing chat.
Hi, I'm scared.
2 become 1. Oh my god, Nux is scared. Everyone talk about foreskins. Calm Nux down. God, Nox fucking in my messages this morning, like, oh my god, this is the most formal collab I've done. And I'm just like, okay, well, wait until I educate and foreskin creeps. Like,
Oh wait, hold on. Fugi isn't doing the thing.
oh wait, I might have it hidden. Let me have a look.
No, mine isn't
Yeah.
doing anything either. So I was like, what?
Oh, you can't see me.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Let
what
me
did
go
I do
there.
wrong? Fugi does hate me though.
Yo, look how cute Nox made this for today, y'all. Oh my god, you're sat there. I could put you on the chair.
Oh, that's
I could just
cute.
Yeah, that's so
Oh,
cute.
that's
Look how fucking
adorable.
cute that is.
Aww.
If you're
Okay.
fixing your food, I need to double check what mine actually is because it might be me as a chair. I don't know. Oh, it's my lockdown protocol one for this weekend. I'll
Oh,
switch it to
thank you for the
Let's switch to
follow.
Yeah, everyone go follow Nox.
Uh,
I know
okay.
collabs can be a bit weird with like thanking follows and stuff, but just oh my
Hmm.
god, you wait, you should
I didn't do anything. I'm
no, but
shut.
I think your shout out command is not like limited to mods, so
What
it let
happened?
me shout you out in your stream.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll
Okay.
accept it.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, sorry.
But yeah, just scream as you normally would with thank yous. Interruptions are gonna happen. It's just what collabs are like, especially when both people are live. But it's fine. It's fine.
Interruptions are gonna happen either way because I have ADHD, so it's a problem.
Well, there you go then. Hell yeah.
Fuki, but why? That's weird as hell. Oh wow.
Um. One time when I was using Fugi
Uh,
and I was playing Deep Rock Galactic with some people, I
mm,
couldn't get it to load up, and I just left it, and like 20 minutes later, they just popped in. So I don't know. Like I don't
this
get.
sounds like it.
Yeah, I don't get what Fugi's issue is sometimes.
Sometimes it'll just like have like the stupid image on it that's just
Oh,
like a
like the little
background image.
mountain.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
god, that's so fucking annoying.
yes. So I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
Let's
Usually I'd
see.
assume it's like a permissions thing, but everyone else that's used Fugi's and joined, it's been perfect. It's been fine. So I don't know.
It
I could
hates
try
me.
calling you in DMs instead and see if that fixes. I guess it is
Hold on.
permissions.
I opened it and
SOE.
like it's got the loading mountain in Fugi, like on the web page for OBS
Oh,
sources, and I'm like, interesting.
who knows how to fix Fugi's, y'all?
It,
Who know? Who
see,
knows Fugi?
I'm here. There has to be scuff. There has to be scuff.
I mean, the first one I did with Roxo, we spent 20 minutes trying to get VTube Studio multiplayer working, but it's fine. It's all good.
Okay, at least I'm not the only one. Hi, Zero.
Hi,
Hello, everyone.
Zero.
I'm sorry I didn't
Yeah,
say
the
hi to
chats are
people.
combined.
I
Everyone
know.
behave.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean, behave to a TOS safe degree, maybe. Not then again, I don't know how. I don't know how TOS a lot of the stuff that we're probably going to chat about is.
It's not. It's not gonna be TOS. I'm so sorry. I mean, I've been to your stream, so I know it's not gonna be TOS.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
this chat, right, Pop? Right?
yeah. You're so
Uh,
right.
Hold on, I'm gonna switch scenes real quick. That was my last guess. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave it.
Clear cache and
There you
reload in.
are.
Oh,
There you
have I
are.
spawned in? Am I
Yes, you spawned
real?
in.
Yippee!
Finally.
Are you okay
Oh,
with my titty hanging out? Because I think that's happening in this reactive. I think my
your titties aren't hanging out. I don't
I think my
think.
side boob's hanging out. I don't.
Oh, I mean, no one can see it, but I can make you bigger so we can, if that's
No
what
one
you
can see.
want.
Wait, okay, censorship. I thought it was Pride Month. Nox is like nobody needs this white man's titty. Let's just keep that away. I don't blame you.
No.
Fair enough.
No, I made it bigger. What are you talking about, first of all?
Whoa. Okay. Okay.
Second of all,
Understandable.
that's really funny because the first I was saying before we got in a call that the first question I was going to ask you is how many people of color have been on this train?
Wait, did you say that? Wait,
Yeah.
why did you?
No, that was before we got into the call. That was before we got into the call.
Oh, but did you DM me it?
No. No, it's just
Okay,
gonna be a
okay,
disaster on stream. It
okay,
begins.
okay. Oh my god, Knox. Jesus Christ. I was like, I was like, I didn't. Hello? Good question though, because realistically, as part of VTransVoices,
Hmm.
I need to double check actually.
I'm pretty sure Roxo is person of color. That's all I remember.
That's what I mean. I don't know if some people are or not, because
If no one talks about it, you're right. You're right. There's no way for you to know. But I'm pretty sure Roxo is. I don't remember though. I'm looking
Roxo's
prospectively.
from like
I feel like you're about to shoot yourself in the foot just because.
yeah. I should actually really shut up. I should really shut up.
Like the pause told me that you were about to just like.
Oh my
I
god.
I was gonna
I
say.
can't believe this. I've just showed up and Nox is just like, okay then, wait to make me the token. That's not what's happening.
I didn't say that at all.
No, but you
Damn.
said that. You didn't say that, but you said that.
No. I didn't feel like the token because I was like, there's at least more than one person of color, I think. I think Roxo's Asian, I believe. But I'm
I
not
have no
sure.
idea. Roxa, can you confirm? Tasteful. Let's talk about literally anything else. Yeah, let's talk. See, I told you this was gonna be fine, Nox. I told you this was gonna be fine. Oh my god.
You can hear the hammer cocking back on the gun.
Yes. I know. Yeah, I've got one friend that's black. Come on. I'm super inclusive.
I really was asking out of curiosity. I'm just stupid.
No. You're good. You're good. This is the attitude. This is the attitude. Bully me. Exactly 0. I've got 1. Maybe.
Maybe he looks around.
Looks, are you there?
Okay, what did I write
So,
down? Sorry.
what did you? No, she's just like, okay, that's question number 1.
Yeah.
Question number 2. I can't believe this.
No. I was like, I should like introduce myself. Hi, I'm Nox. I'm a
Yes,
digital
you
artist.
You should. You should do
That
it.
was
Do it.
all
Do
the
it.
introduction you needed. What I just said.
No, Nox.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
So hi Nox. Who are you?
Mhm.
What do you do?
I'm a digital artist. I stream.
You're digital, what do you draw? What do you stream?
I draw furries. Sometimes
You draw
cute
furries.
girls. I take commissions.
Mm-hmm.
You will once in a blue moon see me play a game, and then never finish it. And we have
Honestly,
this.
I can't even remember if I've ever caught a game stream from you.
Exactly. You'll come into my chat and we will have these conversations. Sometimes hot guys. Oh, I was including hot guys in furries. You're not wrong, but yes, hot furry men, hot furry women, hot furry NBs, all of them. All of them. I was just putting them all, rolling them all into one. But what's I gonna say?
Nox is allowed. I'm not allowed to do that. Nox can.
It's allowed to do what? What did I do?
Generalize.
Oh, the
No,
furries.
right. Just go. Okay. Furries can be MBs. Yeah, of course they can.
I didn't think that was allowed as well. Sorry.
It's definitely allowed. Trust me.
Time to get smilked.
Oh, hi, bro. Anyway.
Whatever I was saying, it's gone. It's so gone. It's.
Yeah, you were talking about you draw furries. Streaming. When did
Oh.
we meet, Nox?
Oh.
Did we?
Uh-huh.
Was it streaming?
I don't think so because I've never been in Stream Linked. I heard you say that earlier, and I was like, I've never been in Stream
You've
Linked.
never been in
I've never
streaming?
been in Stream Linked. I think I just showed up one day. I'm gonna be honest. I think I raided you one day, probably, or something. I have no idea.
No way.
How did we?
You've been.
I've never
I'm
been in
sure you've been.
Stream Linked.
What
I've
have you
never been
been in?
invited or anything. I don't know how you get into Stream Linked.
Because there was a year when I was helping organize it, and I remember
Huh.
seeing your name, and I checked out your stream and followed you, and then you followed me, and I was like, oh my god, cute.
But I've never. Isn't that like a
Oh
thing you
my
get
god,
invited to?
I think so.
I've never been invited. I don't remember. If I've ever been invited, I didn't realize and I didn't accept it.
Oh my god.
Because I don't
Wait,
remember.
after the stream, I need to look at the list of people that were on that year because I was so sure in my head that that's how we met, and usually I'm right. And
I.
there's so many firsts with you, Knox. I'm
I'm
racist. I'm
sorry.
wrong. I'm
I'm always a surprise. As my friend said, it's a
yeah.
journey to be around me.
It sure is.
Oh.
Okay. No, carry on. What?
I was gonna finish my. I remember what the rest of my introduction was.
Oh yeah, go.
We have these conversations all the time on my stream, except usually I'm not making someone. Well, I usually am not making someone I'm in a call with uncomfortable. We talk about race, gender, and sexuality all the time.
Genuinely so fine.
I'm sorry.
As long no.
Mhm.
As long as we're cool, I don't care. It's absolutely
No,
fine.
we're cool. We're cool. I'm like genuinely not gonna get mad at you. I will just laugh at most.
Okay, but you gotta tell me. Making white people comfortable is a good. It is a good empowering thing to do. As one of those white people, it's one of the ways to, I don't know, confront your internalized racism. We gotta do that.
I'm gonna just put something on screen that's not me, a sketch that I'm never gonna finish because we're gonna talk too much. Um, let's see. Do we want to get into gender or should we ramble on more first? What?
No.
What?
No, it's just, no one in these calls is gonna. Should we get into gender or?
Did they give you more preamble than that? I don't know.
No, there's just it's just never come up as like as a
Topic?
okay now yeah no it has come up, but it's like it's never just like a request. It just happened. But we can talk about gender things. Absolutely.
This is why everyone in my stream is like, "Are you autistic?" And I'm like, I haven't been diagnosed, but
okay, but I'm pretty sure.
Over the
Honestly,
years, so many people have told me that, and I've just been like, "Yeah, you're autistic, right?" And I'm like, "Damn, all right, like it's not
Yeah.
it's not an insult. I'm just like, damn."
No, for sure. Yeah.
Peer reviewed is what they call it, apparently.
Literally peer reviewed autism. It's so real. What's your topic, Nux, in the line of foreskin and blood? Wait, blood vessel? When did I
Oh,
talk about
you
blood
you did
vessels?
get upset about veins.
Oh yeah, I did.
We're not
I
going
did,
back to
yeah.
that.
No.
I have no opinions on foreskin. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. You're allowed. You don't have to. I didn't like. I
Prep
should have gave you
questions
like
about
some
it.
form that was I should have verified. I feel like people have to be a little autistic to stream. You gotta be a little something to do this.
Yeah.
You gotta.
You have a
You
little
gotta
have to have a little
bit-
spice. Yeah.
Yeah, something's gonna be in that mix. Jesus. Okay, agenda thing or not.
Wait. I have to read what Zero said first. Knox, should we keep up with small talk or jump right into the complex racial issues? Maybe a side of deep psychological analysis.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's accurate.
You were ready for it. Hi Ninja, thank you for stealing VIP.
Oh my god,
VIP badge.
I am the person that doesn't do small talk because I'm just like, oh, I had a small list. We can just go through the list.
That's fair. I'm usually that type of person, like in jobs and stuff. When people are trying to make small talk, I just rather sit in silence. I don't want to. Like, I'm not being rude, but I just don't really have it in me to talk about the weather for the third time today.
Let's talk about hard pills to swallow.
Yeah, let's talk about hard pills to swallow.
I can do small talk like in person. I really
Oh
can.
yeah.
It's just like if I have a list, I get impatient. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh wait, I
Like
want to want to get through it.
you're entering the small talk and you're like, but I wanna but I've got this on the list.
Yeah, it's like we
It's
could
in the
be
back of
talking
your
about
mind.
this.
Yeah, I'm super fine with it, but I think the times when small talk gets me is when I can tell that someone's uncomfortable with the silence and they're just asking things to fill the air, and I'm like, we don't have to do this. We can just
Oh,
relax.
no, I've gotten so good with that because I've realized it's to make them comfortable, not me. So then I feel
Yeah,
like, I'm helping them by continuing the small talk. I'm like, "Oh,
that's fair.
it's okay. I'm calming you down. It's fine."
Yeah, yeah, it really is for them.
Yeah,
Um, I
cuz I
think I
get
think you're I think you're braver than me. I can't do it. Maybe I'm
I
heartless.
I'm heartless is wild. No, I
Boy, how it
really want
is hot
to.
out there. It really is, though.
Do you
So I'm not
mean
gonna get into it.
I was like physically or right here in the call?
Oh, I mean, if you go to Noxus Street, my titties will be out. So
You're right. You're right.
yeah,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
grew up in
Uh,
a sim. We learned Smilky's racist and heartless. All these things are true. They're all so true.
100% verified.
Gender, no, gender.
Okay.
Where are you? What are you doing with all that? What?
I'm sorry. That sounded like a cis person way to ask. I know you're not, but I was. Well, I guess you're not trans. You're non-binary. What does that put you
See, I'm
in?
I go with gender fluid.
Okay,
Um, so
so it's not cis, right? That's like in. Like,
I don't
I
I'm
don't
probably
know.
closer to cis than I am anything else.
Okay. Are you kidding?
It's what like I'm very aware that I don't go through any of the struggles that my trans friends do because I
Mhm,
very much pass as the gender that people would assume I am.
mhm.
Um,
Oh my god.
yeah. So
Oh, I have so many thoughts. Hold on. I
okay.
just did the evil like hand rubbing thing.
Oh, oh.
The fear in Smokey's heart is like, oh god, where is this gonna go?
A little bit, but I'm ready. I've got some tea. I'm ready.
Okay. Um
Hi, Dazzy.
my hi. Oh hi Dazzy! Oh my
Yay, Dazzy's
god.
great.
Yeah. I met Dazzy the other day. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Um P3 introduced us, which is ironic. I don't know how P3 managed that. But anyway, uh gender. Oh, my response to what you said was you framed it around struggles and I was like, well, you don't have to like have any struggles to identify as trans. But I also see what you're saying is by passing as like a cisgender person, you don't have to deal with a lot of things.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I
Mm,
don't want to. I think there's a lot that comes with identifying with the label trans.
mm,
Um, and a lot of that is just things I don't experience. So even though my identity might fall under the umbrella,
mm.
it's not a label that I feel is right for me to have. Just as a personal choice.
Okay. I mean, I feel like you're associating a lot of guilt to it in that you're like, I don't experience bad things, so feel like I shouldn't use that label. I'm not
Maybe.
criticizing you for it. I was just like,
Yeah,
if you want to, you can. It's, you know.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I
Sorry.
think you're right. I feel like that I'm not dealing with a lot of um the struggles that trans people do deal with. So
Hmm.
it'd feel weird for me to sort of claim some of that identity. I don't know.
I I agree with Catbag. I feel like it's not right to feel like for people to feel like they're not trans enough to claim the label because I'm like, you don't have
So
to be anything specific. I this I mean, should I ramble?
Yeah,
I was like, I
go
had
for
a
it.
conversation about this just this week with someone
Go for
who
it.
is definitely very cisgendered. Who was my boss.
Hell yeah.
Without going too far into anything he said, he mentioned this one lady, who I won't even name, but she was totally a bitch. Um, because she's really into this concept that I realize is called transmedicalism, which is believing you have to have dysphoria to be trans,
Ah,
which is not a commonly accepted thing in the trans community anymore. We're kind of just like, it's you can be here if you want to be. Because honestly, if you want to take on the label and like get destroyed, get wrecked too, I mean, by all means. Um, but you don't have to have dysphoria to be trans. When I was younger in my teen years, I thought you did. And I was a little bit of an asshole as a teenager. I won't deny that. I love admitting that I used to be a dick. But
me
I've
too.
since grown and realized you don't have to. You don't have to. Oh, fuck, transmedicalism! Dysphoria is not a
So even
requirement.
so,
Mhm,
could it be more of a
mhm.
like you don't feel dysphoria, but you feel euphoria though, or
Yeah,
not?
that is one of the things that
Yeah.
people feel like. Like, you feel euphoric not being cis, basically. Like, or it just makes you happy, it makes you more comfortable. Like, there's not really a requirement. As I said, the consensus is usually, if you want to be in here and get wrecked with us, by all means.
For sure. Like when people say that, being part of the umbrella isn't a choice because if it was, who wants to live on hard mode, right? Like,
I mean, yeah, exactly. But like, I feel like if you feel a connection to it, it's fine because we don't assume you're doing it for pity points. It's
mhm.
not like you're not like, oh, you're doing this so that you can be a minority too, hashtag whatever. But
For sure.
it's not the base assumption. But for some trans people, I didn't know trans medicalism was still a huge thing, but apparently the cis people are still getting that news, and I'm like, oh, that's old info, man. We're so far
Yeah,
past that.
that's news to me.
It's
It's a
like,
word I've never heard of.
oh, on Tumblr it used to be called True Scum. I didn't remember it either, but Wikipedia reminded me. Do you
Oh,
remember
okay,
that?
that is, yeah, that is a
Yeah.
term I did see around. Oh god.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't even remember that word when you were saying that. Just like made up posts on Tumblr just flashed by my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it brings it all back. The Tumblrisms. True Scum. Yeah. It wasn't spelled quite like that, Zero, but yes, basically. But yes, dysphoria is not a requirement. It's such a damaging line of thinking. Because why should we be defined by our suffering? Yeah. Transmegalon was the basis of how early trans care was gatekept before informed consent. Yeah, I understand how they got there, right? Because you had to make such a plight for your suffering to receive any sort of treatment, right? But I think we've moved past it, and I was explaining this to cisgender man, that there is more of a consensus of, yeah, you can be in here with us if the larger transgender community is bigger. We're more likely to get help and be seen and be accepted because more people interact with us, right? Because that's a huge issue. Is a lot of people just like, at least where I live, have never met a trans person. They hear of us like unicorns. They have no
Yep.
fucking clue what talking to us is like. And
Yeah.
that was something my boss said, is because he was like, he made all these weird assumptions, and I corrected him, and he was like, a huge part of it is that most people don't get the opportunity to have this conversation. And I was like, exactly. So I'm fine with being that person most of the time, even though it feels like a chore sometimes. Sorry, I
Yeah.
rambled.
No. Absolutely, please do. Well, like
Mhm,
you're right. With you saying, sometimes it feels like a chore, and you're happy to be that person.
mhm.
Um, do you ever find yourself like falling in and out of that? Like sometimes you're like, oh, this shit again. But then sometimes you're like, oh,
Oh,
this shit again.
it, oh, we haven't gotten into my gender yet.
Yeah, we sure haven't. I just started getting cross-examined, and I was like, okay,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
maybe.
No, it's so much easier to ease them in with yours than to start with mine.
Hmm.
Mine is such a roller coaster. Oh, there's so many things happening in chat real quick before I go down this other rabbit hole.
Also, hi
Richard.
Sonny, welcome in. It's nice to see you.
Hi. Uh, God, there's a lot. I'm trying to read it so fast.
Literally, Nox, take your time, go at your pace. We are in no rush with anything.
And one of those folks back when I was trans too. It was super confusing me. I felt super pressured since I first started non-binary. Yeah, there's so much rolled up into it. Okay, my gender is a clusterfuck. It would be easier to just call me non-binary, but I usually never like to be in the middle for some reason. I always have to be on one extreme or the other.
Yeah, because
Uh,
I've come into your streams lots of times and seen many different like
hyperfem,
gender
yeah.
models.
You've seen me in many different forms. I am but a chameleon, a shapeshifter, if you will. Um, my therapist genuinely called me a chameleon, and I was like, that should be offensive, but you're not wrong.
Oh my god. Do you not vibe with
Mm.
any sort of fluidity terms then?
Gender flu as a well, because I don't like feel like I'm ever fully in the middle, and it's not a smooth transition between one or the other. Fluidity feels weird for me to say, because it would be like I'm one gender, right, for like 6 months to a year, maybe two, right, and then this small gradient happens for like 2 weeks, and then I'm the other one, and it's very jarring for other people. I've gotten used to it now, and I don't know if it stems from being plural. Probably. That's usually the
Mm.
excuse I use for it. That's a whole mental illness thing over there that I wasn't going to talk about just yet. I guess plural doesn't have to be quote unquote mental illness, but it's usually folded in with that. Um, but it's this little gradient that happens. But I start off with like having dreams of myself as the other gender, and then it kind of just slowly starts like a little snowball. Oh wow, big audio. Hi, Charmy. Yeah, Pandora's
Hi.
box. Uh, I know a few bi-gender people. Yeah, that would make sense if I was normal. But it's really hard to explain to other people because I don't fully understand it. But
Mm.
if you see me as random different genders, there's a core that's usually the same as a relative personality value system, right? Like I usually will treat people as human beings, be kind. Things like interests might change, a
Mm.
little bit of personality might change, but there's always a core that's there. And if you're around me long enough, you'll realize that there are some parts of me that don't change. You don't have to worry about.
Oh my god, Nox, I just need to say that Botch
Okay, okay.
is a robot. He's not a real person.
What?
So the Botch is so Botch like
Spotch.
Buttersbotch has this so but
Wait, what did it say?
Buttersbotch
I didn't see
it
it.
said that's so fucked up, but it's not like reacting to you. So Buttersbotch is
Oh,
you know how predictive text
butterscotch.
works? Do you know how
Oh,
predictive text works on your phone?
mm, mm.
He does that. He sees words that go together and just strings them.
That's
So
hilarious.
he just spat out that random message, but like while you were
That's
talking about your
no, that's hilarious because it's
experience.
true. Not wrong,
Oh
butterscotch.
my god. I just wanted to let you know because like if someone's in your wow, that other seems really rude. What? Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me.
No, you're okay. No, I mean that is
Oh,
so fucked up. It was a real. It's real. That's true. It's
no,
very
that's
fucked
so
up.
sad. I always say the bot isn't Gen AI, but the way that it reacts to people, like it's
Does it
really
hear
fucking.
us?
So it doesn't. No,
Oh,
it
okay.
literally only sees chat messages, and it's like, oh, Soren said the timing. Let me just
Oh,
make a
uh-huh.
note that sometimes timing comes after the, and it'll just predictive text words
Oh,
together.
okay. It's just a coincidence.
Yeah, it is, but it happens a lot. Like it's a lot of coincidences. And it's fucked up.
Hi, Perry.
Hey Perry. Do you want to
Sorry.
set up yourself? Got lost in the sauce. You don't understand Python. No, I don't either. That's why I always say when people want to set up that bot, I'm just like, I can tell you how I can tell you where to do it, but I don't even know how I set it up. I just clicked buttons, downloaded things, and when it worked, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm not touching it. It works.
What did you use for it?
Let me grab you a link.
Beautiful. Okay. Um. Anyway, does anyone have any questions about that?
Does anyone have any input? Anyone have any gender thoughts they want
I
to
will.
share?
I will
As
field
well.
questions now. Bittersbotch is gaining awareness. Yeah. Hey, Afronasia Ban! I follow
Okay.
you. You're so cool.
I think that's how I met Afro, because
Mhm.
they came into my stream the other day and I was like, oh my god, why do I recognize your name? So I
Mhm.
went into their stream yesterday and saw that I was literally following them, and I think I got in there from a raid from you. Have you raided Afro before?
I don't remember. Maybe no, I don't think so. I think I wanted to, but they ended too fast.
Someone
But
raided in and I ended up following you like a month ago because I was gonna follow yesterday when it came in and I was like, oh, I already followed, never mind.
I love how your OC looks. I love the bunny. He's very handsome. Very handsome bunny.
This is who I'm collabing with today, Nox Lucent. You should go and
Oh,
follow Nox if you're not.
I'm totally crazy, but it's fun. So I
We're
should,
talking about
mm,
how Nox has experienced gender.
which is
Um,
a fucked thing. Oh, I didn't explain what being plural is for those who do not know.
mhm,
Being plural. How would I describe this to a normie? So we've all heard of multiple personality disorder. It's not called that anymore. It's called dissociative identity disorder. Being plural is similar to that. It's not it's more of a spectrum than DID is like a hard diagnosis, which my therapist would basically say I have that, but I am skeptical. Anyway, means there's different people in your head, I guess. I don't know how to explain it to a normal human being, but I'll switch between different personalities. I love your model too. Thank you.
you refer to
Mhm.
them as alters, right? Is that
Yes, I
that's
refer
what
to
it
them
is?
as alters. Also, thank you for the follow, guys. Um, why are you following me for being insane? I don't know. But sometimes I'm high femme, other times I'm, really mask. You're just so good, thank you. But God, am I a roller coaster? Yeah, the art's nice, but I'm a roller coaster. You have to decide if you want to stick around for that part. But I mean, to be fair, I don't get that much drama. I having DIDs and being insane. No, that's not. I'm not. First of all, I don't officially have DID, and second of all, no, I'm just an experience. But
I think you're
um,
referring more to like the experience of knowing you, not you having
a
any
condition, yeah,
certain. Yeah.
yeah, it's an addition. Okay, wait, no, hold on. I was thinking. What was I thinking? Plural, alters, high fem to really mask. I don't stay in the middle for very long for some reason. I don't like the middle. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's probably. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism sometimes. What makes me switch or
Mm,
what? But I feel like I don't like being in the middle because I live in Texas, and being in the middle is a dangerous place. It's a dangerous
mm.
game, so that could influence why I like to be on one side or the other because it's just easier that way.
I
But
didn't know you were in Texas.
oh, I'm sorry. I talk about it a lot.
Oh,
Um,
I don't. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. I
no,
was
no, I wasn't.
a little.
I wasn't
No,
saying
no,
you
no.
should
You did.
know.
No, no, absolutely not. No, but
I say it
you were
more than I
talking
should.
about you
Mhm,
were talking probably a couple weeks ago at this point now in one of your streams about how you were
mhm.
I think you were going to college again or something.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to
Um,
college.
yeah, and
Mhm.
how all that was, and like how people just was there an experience like someone getting into a fight or something? I can't remember. It was a while ago now, but it
Ah,
sounded wild, like the experience you were having at college. I was like,
the class
okay.
is Knox Dogs. Hold on. I'm also in Texas and don't like to go outside. I mean, there's so many reasons not to go outside. The sun is a huge factor. The people, there's the bugs. There's a lot. Um, I've been there to visit family, and oh gosh, it's super hot there. Exactly. You get
The
used
idea
to
of
it.
America in general scares me, but
Oh yeah,
Texas especially
everyone's toting guns
is
and shit. Yeah. Uh, It's not really that wild. You don't see the guns that often, but they're there. You just have to remember they're there.
That's it.
Will never be as bad as Arizona. That's true.
I think what
Hmm.
scares me is like if you get into like a confrontation with someone outside or like a car crash, like all it takes is someone to be in a bad mood and to be loaded. Like it's
Oh, that's where Southern hospitality comes from. You can't convince me that it's not because you need to be polite or you might get shot. You cannot convince me otherwise.
right, right.
That's where the politeness comes from. Oh, also, I remember we mentioned this in psychology, where she was like, "Do you think people in the North or men in the North or men in the South have more fragile masculinity?" Basically, and I was just like, "Oh, the South for sure." Because it was like if two guys like bump into each other, do you think the guy from the South or the guy from the North would get more angry? And I was like, "Oh, the guy from the South." Because like they talk about Southern politeness, but the pride factor of being a guy in the South seems so much higher to me, right?
Yeah.
Like the machoism or whatever is so much higher to me. Let's see in terms of heat, facts, true. I'm from Arizona. Yeah, the heat is bad. I thought you were talking about the guns. Both are accurate. Damn, that's terrifying. Arizona
Yeah,
being worse with guns is so scary. Mm.
I don't know why we're talking about guns now, but like, uh, as someone in the UK, I think
Mm.
a lot of US people get super desensitized to
Oh
like
yeah.
just how just having someone like having one while outside, like
Oh yeah. It's so
it's
Oh my
weird.
god. Oh, let me. You can like buy them at like. I don't remember if you can still buy them at Walmart. I swear to God, I've seen them at
I
Walmart.
do remember seeing that you could buy them
Yeah.
at Walmart,
Yeah.
but this
There's.
was a little while ago now. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. There's just so many just normal stores you can just walk in and buy a firearm.
I
It's
remember
weird.
growing up, the only person that I've ever known to own a gun was
Mm.
my granddad because he used to go hunting,
Mm.
which like he even then he was only allowed to like use it when at the like at the actual hunting grounds,
Mm.
and when he was at home he wasn't allowed to like yeah mess with them. Um and you have to have like a really specific license.
Hunting
Um
licenses exist here, but you don't need them to buy the gun.
yeah.
It's just like
I've seen
don't.
videos of like
Uh-huh.
I've seen videos of, like kids getting like their parents getting them guns for their birthdays and shit, and the kid starts crying because like, oh my god, these
Oh yeah, you can get like a
and
hunting like a children's hunting license. We're fucked. It's a fucked place.
yeah, you could still get them when you visited in 2022.
Yeah, in the Walmart, I think they meant. Yeah. Um.
Wow.
Yeah, there's them in the glove. Yes, glove box of the car. Yep. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Oh really?
oh yeah, because like you can have a concealed carries permit. That's like the only thing you need a permit for is to hide the gun.
This kid's gonna go.
Ironically.
Fucking kid's gonna be
Yeah.
arrested. Sorry, carry on. I just saw that message and I had to, because I thought that as well when you said it. I was like, oh
Children's
yeah,
hunting.
but I was like, I'm not gonna say anything.
It's like it's too serious. I'm not gonna do it. Oh
Yeah, I
my
was like, yeah.
god. Where the fuck was I? Oh, there's an ad break.
Well,
Aw. Oh well.
do you take a break when ads run?
No, but we can.
Because I was gonna say I don't, but if you wanted to, that's fine. I don't.
No, there's always too much going on for me to want to disengage for 3 whole minutes.
Okay,
Unless I have to
my
pee.
ads.
Oh sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now we're gonna say my ads are not gonna run for another. Well, my ads actually might start soonish, to be honest.
You right the
But
time.
I just realized it's almost an hour in, and yeah, it's every hour the ads
Mm-hmm.
start. So
Mm-hmm. Time flies with me.
hmm I can tell.
I'm sorry.
No, literally, it's fine. Stop saying sorry. Oh my god, I'll come over there. Oh my god, yo, I'm going to Texas.
Oh, that reminds me. I was gonna say, like, so many like people you'll just randomly meet, and they'll talk about the arsenal they have at their house. I
Yeah.
remember the one time I got so uncomfortable because this guy came into my roommate's like store that he's a manager of, and started talking about having like an M4 or something in the back of his car, and I was just like, that is the scariest man I've ever seen. It's so cozy in here. Not in Texas, I mean this stream.
Yeah, for sure. I
Like,
get it.
not in Texas for sure. Randomly, yes, they will randomly strike up a conversation with you if you smile. You should, if someone looks at you, you gotta like smile and say hi, how are you, or at least something. How's it
That's how
going?
it is in the
Something.
north in the UK. That's how it is in Northern England, which
Yeah.
I'm fine with. I like it, but it's that minus the gun. Like, so it's nice.
it's it's in the north you can just like act like people don't exist. In the south you have to acknowledge them. It's weird. It was weird for me when I was a kid because I grew up in South Florida, which is kind of like the north in that you don't have to acknowledge people. It's like some of that in South England too. Yeah.
Yeah, the smaller places. I usually find that places that like that in South England tend to be like smaller places that have quite a high population of old people.
Yeah, older people for sure. I moved here for an ex and they left me here is wild.
Oh my god, wait, who's... Oh,
I
I
mean,
see that from
I
Afro.
moved here for an ex
Afro?
too. Oh my god.
Oh my god, do you two know each other? I was the ex. That was me.
That was me is wild.
That's fucked up.
Trauma besties.
Oh yeah, trauma besties. I was joking that like you were both each other's ex.
I know.
That's probably yeah, but Afro. That's less
Oh
parasocial.
my god. Less parasocial.
Yeah.
I tend to get folks to randomly talking to me at the library, and it's always the most out of pocket conversations. That happens to me at school. Oh, you mentioned a fight. I don't remember a fight.
Yeah.
But I know the people at my
Yeah.
school have gotten into fights when they were in high school and every school before that, like middle school, elementary. Like there were fist fights. I think as you get to high school, though, people fought less because you might have like a weapon.
Yeah. I mean, teenagers, there's just hormones flying all over. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's just gonna happen. You know, the alpha 14-year-olds are like, oh, I'm like, okay,
Oh
if you
no, I
say so.
remember. Sorry. I was gonna say they weren't. It wasn't the weapons. It was like they'd actively be in gangs after high school, and you'd get like
Oh,
expelled if you fought in high school. They were like, we're not fucking with this. But yes,
everything in America just
scary,
it's yeah,
dystopian.
scary. Like, yeah, a little bit. Like, even the idea of like U.S. schools is just
Mm.
scary, and I don't know why.
Oh,
It
you
feels
don't know
so
why?
bad. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like
You don't know why? A man can just
I mean,
walk in with the assault rifle.
yeah, like what the fuck?
It's like I have a laundry list of reasons. Food Raves proceeds to ask if I'm Mormon, then ends the conversation with their microchips implanted into okay. That was a sentence. Sorry.
Is that guy thinking about Metal Gear? Maybe they thought that like Metal Gear 2 was like a documentary. I don't
Oh,
know.
the document. Oh, the conspiracy theorists are rampant as well.
Oh god, there was one of my last jobs I was working at.
Mhm.
Fucking, there was this older woman that called up and she was really convinced about COVID vaccines having chips in them, and she was super conspiracy. And I was like, babe, I'm just trying to fix your TV. I don't need to know this. I can't sit there and just like nod my head and agree, because even though
Yeah.
you can't see me and don't know me, I can't agree with that shit. Like I can't do that.
Bruh, like, oh my, cause like my boss is a conspiracy theorist, and so I was surprised that he was so well like listening to me with the trans stuff. I had to explain to him why J.K. Rowling's a bitch, and just so many things. But he sat there and listened for it. But then he started getting into the really bad type of conspiracy theories, and I was like, no, I can't. I literally said, I don't do that.
Don't do that! Oh my god! Do
It's
you
like,
wait? I'm morbidly curious. Do you remember one that he mentioned?
I don't know if I want to mention it on your stream because I feel like it's that bad. It might be mildly against Twitch TOS. So I was like,
Okay.
I was
Can
like,
you DM me it?
oh, yeah, okay. Well, I didn't get into too much with it on my stream, but yeah. A little sprinkle of some.
Oh. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
fully
right.
valid.
Yeah, I was like, cause like, I was like, we can't, I can't with that. I'm so sorry. We don't do that here.
I've never been there. Oh my god, what's it like?
I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
My grandma was on that vaccines, the government implanting the chip.
My mom is on that.
Why? If
It's
you want to
so
back, your phone is right there. Like you've already given all of your info to Facebook. Like what?
like
Even if it was a chip, like what more can they take? Like what can they get? Like fucking, it winds me up so bad when people are like, "Oh my god, my Facebook got hacked," and it's like, no, it didn't. You logged into something, gave it access to your account.
Yeah.
And it just started posting shit.
Yeah, you don't know how to use the internet. That's what happened.
Yeah, you weren't hacked. You just gave away your info. They're not surprised.
Oh my god, Lockhart.
No, you can't have vaccines. You'll be autistic.
Oh my god. When you're already autistic anyway, and it's like, well, that didn't work out for you, did it?
Genuinely, even if anti-vaxxers were correct, which they're not, by the way, vaccines don't cause autism.
Yeah.
But let's pretend that it did. Why is having autism worse than having an illness that could potentially kill you? Like, why?
They're like, I'd rather have a dead child than an autistic child, and I'm like, homie. I'm like, homie, let's step back here.
Yeah, can we ever think about that? What are you saying right now?
People are okay. First of all, Americans in general, conspiracy theories, horrifying. But people are so weird about autism, right? And I think it's because they don't want to have to potentially take care of their child for the rest of their life, because this is a very individualistic society. Hello, thank you for the raid, which
is just rated with 1 viewers.
What was I saying? They don't want to have to potentially take care of their child forever, because this is not a society where like children take care of their parents and parents take care of their children. This is a, like, once you're 18, get the fuck out of my house type of society. So they're terrified of that concept of like, oh my god, my child could stay with me longer than 18? No! No! It's so weird.
Don't have children with that mindset.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. The only thing you should be concerned of is, oh, what is this child gonna do when I die? That's the only thing you're allowed to be concerned about. That's a genuine concern. Other than that, you have to suck it up, sadly, if you want a child.
Yep.
Especially.
Yeah, read the context, Botch.
Oh, sorry.
No, just Buzzbotch saying read the context. Like I said, he's
good.
He's good.
She still believes it, but she now believes dying is not more important than autism. Well, that's an improvement. That's character building, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Mega Milk.
Mega Milk? It's Mega Mike, not.
Look what you've done to my brain, Smokey.
Oh, by the way, hi, Mega Milk. Like, hello?
You're now Mega Milk forever.
Mega Milk! Oh my god. That's pretty good.
We're having a great time, Witch. Thank you for the love and the raid.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Holy shit.
There are tears in my eyes.
Mega. You were just like,
I was so confident, bro. I read Mega Milk 100%.
What you wanna... I like the second I said, "Oh, Mega Milk," literally within the split second you just went, "It's your fault." Okay. I'll take the blame. Holy shit.
Oh
Mega
my god.
Milk's gone now. They're just
Uh,
fucking. They're like,
They're like,
nah.
no. I mean,
No.
honestly, if that scared them off, bro, they couldn't have handled it. They could not have taken the rest of it, honestly.
Yeah, it's true. Holy
It's-
shit. Yeah, it's super milk.
oh my god.
Okay,
Mhm.
gender. Where are you at right now then?
I'm
'Cause
on
I
I'm
know
on
you
the
were
mask scale. I'm on he they.
okay.
Some he they shit right now.
I know you and Seb, like in the VTransVoices chat thing, were both like, oh yeah, like we're solidarity. We're both going through something right now.
The
Like,
roller coaster. Yes.
yeah.
Oh, I mean it's really fun because I just started going to school last year, right? So no one knows I'm crazy yet. And so I'm sorry. I'm only going to self-deprecate myself. I'm not calling anyone else crazy. But if you've seen me exist for the past decade, you understand. Anyway,
You're okay to describe yourself however you see fit.
but it's time for Mike to change their name. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm so sorry.
Wait! Oh my god, Wait, I know a song about someone called Mike changing their name.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, where was I? Oh,
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, you just carry on.
You're gonna put it on, aren't you?
I'm just gonna put it in the chat so people can see in their own time.
Oh, okay. I was like starting to feel really uncomfortable with the she hers and dressing femme, and it was just like, as I said, it's a little snowball that rolls downhill and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. This is home.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. But so I decided to come out to my coworkers, and I was like, well, this is how I came out to them. I was like, pick from these three definitely male sounding names. And I think I gave them, well, I already go by Maverick online. So I gave them Maverick, Marcel, and Malachi. I think they unanimously chose Marcel first. Well, one of them didn't choose because he didn't like any of the names. And then after I said it was for me, they chose Malachi. And then I was like, but Maverick's my favorite.
Interrupted transition to keep the sis interested.
Yes, exactly.
I won't lie. I was just about to say, like, oh my god, this is so fun giving them choice. I'm clearly the people not talking about. I was like, oh, what would I pick? Like, that's a really nice name.
You're so caught up in the name, you're like, you don't even think about why they're asking.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, like. Jesus Christ.
I love that. And then, I just kind of slip it in, like, oh, afterwards, like, oh, yeah, it's for me. And then, they doesn't even fully register. And then after that, they're like, okay, do you want us to call you that now? And I'm like, sure. And then I think I gave it a day or two, and I was like, yeah, I'd like he, they pronouns. And they were like, okay. Except for one, the one that didn't want to pick the name. He kept misgendering me for a while, and then after everyone else started calling me Mav, he was like, I guess I'll call you Mav. I guess I'll try to use the right pronouns. I didn't give him too much shit for it because he's a nice person, and I know if he realized it was actually hurting my feelings, he would stop. So I was waiting. I was like, listen, I'm gonna give you some time to acclimate. And if you don't acclimate, we're gonna have to sit down and I have to have a conversation with you about how sad you're making me, because I know you don't actually want to make me sad. But you can only do that if you know the person has a heart. So
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's how that went. And then I only came out to my boss like last week. I don't know, one of those. Sorry, I'm sorry. Don't make that face.
That's quite recent then.
Oh, the boss thing was last week. It took me like a month between to tell them. But yeah, it has been pretty recent. It's only been, I think what was it? We got May, April. April I was probably still fan presenting for most of the month. This is why I say it's a roller coaster. It's so fun.
Yeah. Do you like, also, hi North, welcome in.
Hi.
Because obviously you've just come out to some people recently. I always find that people have this, usually it's cishet people have this presumption that when you come out, that's just it. You're out, and
Mhm.
you never have to do it again.
Mhm.
But you have to come out a lot.
I
Like
do.
every time,
I do.
you meet someone and they make an assumption, and you've got to
Correct them. Mhm.
yeah, that's just coming out again. Like
Mhm. Thank you for
you're
the
just always doing
follow
it.
and hi
Thank you for following.
P3.
Nice.
Um
IP3.
Uh, Kathy coming out to your boss. I do that last year, and thankfully her and the rest of the coworkers are immediately very positive and supportive. Yes, all of them except one. The only reason my boss isn't being a dick to me about it is because he's like he doesn't want to stir up trouble. I think because I'm sure he's because the guy that said that didn't want to call me the right pronouns. I asked him about it, and he was like, I was like, would he say anything bad to me? And he was like, not to your face. And I was like, that's valid. As long as he doesn't say it to my face, I don't care. Thank you for the follow again. But that's like, he's like in his 50s. He is, I already told you the other things he said. Can you be surprised if, like, can you really be surprised if that guy talks behind your back about you about being trans? No.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. I operate on a very bare minimum of what I expect from people.
Exactly.
Where I don't need people to accept my identity and be
Mhm.
on board with it, and I just need people to not want to make my life worse because of it.
Exactly. Just
Like
base
if
amounts
the
of
bare minimum,
respect.
yeah, just bare minimum. If you don't like it, just do not interact, and that
Mm-hmm.
is I am
Mm-hmm.
fine with that because there
Mm-hmm.
are 7, 8, I don't know how many billion people on the planet. Like I'm fine with all of them not being okay with me as long as they
Mm-hmm.
just leave me alone if they don't like me. Like that is it.
Exactly.
That's all I want.
Exactly. We can coexist and dislike together. It's okay.
Yeah, like because if I see someone that's like super homophobic and
Mhm.
like transphobic and I don't want to, I just won't be around them and that's it. Like
Exactly.
I'll be like, okay, well I'm just not going to interact with you. Like
Exactly. If I don't have to
that's
talk
it.
to you, that's it. What was I saying though? Oh, there was something with the boss. And him being not a complete dick, but coming out. I'm sorry, my brain.
You're good.
We do kind of go rapid fire, so
Mm-hmm.
um
Yeah, exactly, Saren. Just don't be an asshole about it, and
yeah,
it is genuinely that easy. Like
it really is.
it's so easy to just leave people alone.
God, but they
It's
don't want to.
I
You know what? You know,
know.
it's so funny because wait, well, I think I was gonna say something about coming out in the South and that being scary and blah 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 blah. But
Mm,
the thing that's so funny is they don't give a fuck. They really don't. You know what what makes them care? They think you're going to affect their friends, family, and children. That's what makes them care. They think they'll absorb the gay, and then they're like, wait, 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 no, 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 no. I don't want my friends, family, and children going to hell. And that's the entirety of where it comes from, in my opinion. That little seed that's planted in their head that you are a threat is because they think something bad is going to happen to their friends, family, and children. It's
that
wild.
makes sense. I never really thought about it like that, but that makes sense.
This way,
Yeah.
it gives them that that fight or flight reaction, right? Is because it's a protection thing. It could be self protection. Maybe they're afraid you're going to turn them gay, but I feel like that's not most of them. A lot of them are like, I don't care what you do, but because you're going to affect the children, quote unquote, they go into this feral state. I swear to God. They're not enough.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
Yeah.
Um, I
Mhm.
I don't know if they realize that, like, if your kid's gonna be gay, it's
They
gonna happen.
don't.
It's just whether
Don't.
you make their lives harder or not.
Exactly. Like they don't like they've and then some of them even if they acknowledge that, they're like it's better to be in the closet than to actually be out. Right? Even if they realize they
Mm,
can't truly change their child, they're like it's easier for society. God will be happier with you. Just stay in the fucking closet. And I'm like, "Homie, that is a little psychotic, but okay."
mm.
Um yeah, have a little gay as a treat. Endangering children is their favorite hobby. Exactly. I mean, can you expect otherwise from people that hand their children a gun when they're like 3? It's a double-sided coin here, but they as long as they don't think it's a threat, it's fine. If they think it's a threat, feral. Feral. other stuff we do that is a sin in that book, and that's the story of its own right. Yeah, exactly. That's it too. Like it's almost a
got to be
propaganda.
it's got to be an approved sin.
Exactly.
It's gotta have a little tick next to it, like that one's fine.
But it's like propaganda, right? It's like if you build this up in their heads as dangerous, it becomes dangerous. And their society, their communities, their families all build it up as a dangerous thing. They don't say, oh, sucking Jimmy's dick is also a sin. They say, they're like, oh, no, that's fine. That's not, what is the word, sodomy? That's not, no, that's
Yeah.
fine. But
Have you got Jimmy's number? Like,
they're like, not before marriage. That's about it. But I'm like, no, it's still sodomy even in marriage. But there's so many little things they let go of because it's not made a big deal by their community. If your community makes a big deal out of it, all of a sudden it's a big deal. And it's just like so upsetting because I'm like, on a base human scale, we could really just get along. But because of all these ideologies, we start going crazy. It sucks. Anyway, sorry.
no, it's. I mean, you're right. It's kind of a way of thinking of it that I haven't really considered too much because over here at least,
Mhm.
a lot of the ideologies that are tied to religion
Mhm.
and stuff like that, you don't really see it.
Mhm.
I've never met anyone
Mhm.
like here in person
Mhm.
that is openly religious.
Mhm.
If people are gonna be homophobic, that their usual like fallbacks are just they just say shit like, "Oh, I don't like all that shit anymore." like it's just that. Like, they don't even have like an ideology to fall back on.
They're
They're
just.
just told it's
It makes me
yeah.
personally uncomfortable. I'm like, homie.
Yeah, it doesn't come from like an ideology standpoint. It just comes from it's weird kind of thing.
Okay, wait. So what is their consensus why other people shouldn't do things that make them uncomfortable?
Good question.
Exactly.
I would love to know.
It's like people are allowed to do things that make you uncomfortable. And when I say ideology, it doesn't have to be a religious one. It can be the ideology of, oh, it's dangerous for teenagers to be allowed to transition or take T blockers or whatever, like the things that stop puberty. It's like it can be that sort of thing where it's like we have it in our heads, regardless of what science is saying, that this thing does this thing, and it's endangering these people that I consider to be vulnerable. Forget about
there is that here as well. I mean, it makes sense, right, with kids because kids are obviously, like you gotta protect kids because they can't do anything because they're worms. So people will jump on the hating trans people bandwagon because they have this weird idea just based on shit that they see that treating trans kids involves like mutilating and like these like weird pills that are going to affect their brain and stuff when in reality blockers just I mean they just stop it they're just blockers. It's just pause button. Like it's not
pause button.
like
I
no carry on you.
No, I know. I was gonna say I honestly don't know enough about blockers to ever argue about it. I'm just like, you know what, kids, I can't help you. I can fight for the adults, but I haven't looked into this because guess what? I don't have children. I don't know children. I haven't personally built a defense for you, even though I probably should, right? But the thing is that it even seeps into how like after 18, they still get this idea of like, oh, you're influencing children by existing. And it's just like, bruh. But like here they also don't want you to transition even if you're over 18. Like they say it's about the kids and then they slowly start moving it up. And I'm like, this is just about you being hateful. But I do think that hormone blockers, especially for I've seen it phrased as it stops you from having to make changes down the road that are more traumatic. And I was like, that's valid.
Yeah.
It's entirely valid.
Like I believe if there's any UK trans people that are more up to date with info than me, but from what I'm aware and what I last heard in the
Mhm.
UK, if you're under 18, you would get put on blockers, and then
Mhm.
any like surgeries, anything that you wanted to do after that, like it's just so much easier for someone who has been on blockers to go through with normal
Yeah.
surgeries. Like
I
it's
mean, for some of them, you
and then
wouldn't even need
obviously
those surgeries. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly, yeah. And if someone was like, actually no, I'm 18, surgery
Mhm.
doesn't like sound like something I want to go down, then you
Mhm.
can just stop taking blockers and everything just carries on like normal. Like
Yeah. I think
it's not this like weird thing that people build it up to be.
um.
And all this
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh no, sorry. I was reading. I wanted to come back to what P3 said about holding strong opinions, and that we're not many are mature enough to be able to hold strong opinions and like still get along. And then
Mm-hmm.
Sunny said that it's coming from a place that they're so used to everyone being exactly like them that as soon as someone isn't, it's a front to them because they think they have to be like everyone else, and it's an
Yeah,
anomaly that ruins their sense of self. This is also true, but
very
on a
true, yeah.
psychological basis, we all have that, and it's something you have to fight over every single day, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
there have been like little psychological studies and shit that we prefer people that are like us. Like on like baby, infant will prefer people that are happy and have the same like the same cereal as them and all this shit. And
Yeah.
it's just like you have to override that at some point unless you live in a small village where everyone looks like you, right? So if you can't overwrite that, it's going to be really hard for you to live in the global world at large. And I think people pick and choose which things they're going to accept and which things they're not.
Yeah.
And they hyper focus on the things that they just can't seem to understand because they haven't met people that are like that in a way that
Mm.
doesn't like come off as aggressive or make them feel defensive, right? Like as someone said, they have feel of a threat that gay men are going to treat them the way they treat women. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, already makes you on the defensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's so hard for them to, it's hard for a lot of people to hold many things at once now. Like I feel like if someone met a guy and they got along really well, they became really close friends, and then the guy came out to him as gay, that would cause so much mental distress for the person that's not gay because he'd be like, wait, but they're a human being, right? And
Yeah.
even if they decide they don't want to be friends with that person anymore because of this, that's still fucked them up in the head, right? They're
Yeah.
still going to have a slightly shattered view of this now, and they're gonna start putting the blame like, well, if this person was a nice person, then that means they just got infected with the gay disease.
Yeah.
Right? They just have to start coming up with more and more
They got
nonsense.
bro.
And I'm just like, bruh, it's so upsetting. She was generally curious about trans issues. I just explained a bit, and she clued herself that all the concerned about it. It's just fear mongering bullshit. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to override it to be able to deal with it. Sorry.
Yeah. That comes from like that whole, everyone liking others that think like them and
Mhm.
having to go
Mhm.
against stuff like that to just be among people and like live.
Mhm.
Like it goes some like it affects everything as well. Like it's
Mhm.
not just even sexuality, genders. Like oh
Literally,
god, what's my
someone.
train of thought? I was
No,
talking about it the other day on stream and I've already forgotten what I was saying.
no, it's okay.
Ah!
I was gonna continue. It's like you can like something, like you can like this kind of car and you can like that kind of car. It's like basic differences you have to override and be like, you can have different things that you like or dislike, but people focus on those things that they see as a huge mountain to climb. It's like it's not that big of a deal, but you were raised to think it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm talking so much.
No, I'm enjoying it because I'm really trying to think of this exact like context that I was talking about this in the other day.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just left my brain. I can't think of it. Oh well, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, botches. No, botches cracked leg. Oh, can't come into work. I caught the gate. Yeah, I'm. Beg your pardon. I can't come in.
I'm sorry I'm melting your brain.
It's not you. Every single collab, I get my brain melted. It's fine.
There's just so much happening.
Yeah, they're good. They're things that I talk about as well. Like
Mhm.
it's super fine. That's exactly why I wanted to have, specifically trans-centered like collabs this month. Is because
Mhm.
I want to, well, not just want to help platform, but I want to learn as well. Like,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
what better way than to just actually talk to people that live it?
Yeah. And thank you for having me, by the way. I think
You're
I
welcome.
really am very excited.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. I I don't know. I enjoy your streams. I think you're pretty neat. I was like, hell yeah, let's invite Nux.
I enjoy your streams too. They're just always so early in the morning, but then sometimes I wake up early and I have nothing to do. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
wait, streams.
yeah. Most people in the US that come to stream are people that have like quite an early day job, so they're
Yeah.
just here while doing all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
usually when
fully
I
get
can
it.
pop in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Um,
get it.
but your streams are really fun. You're really funny. It's always a great time.
Thank you. I'm
Yes.
glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm
Um,
glad.
I'm sorry that I melted your brain with all these concepts, but as you can see, I love psychology and I love thinking about different perspectives because if we think about people as just this evil boogeyman, then you don't understand where they're coming from and they're not going to listen to a goddamn thing you say because they're also seeing you as the evil boogeyman. And so you can never come to
Yeah, they're not
any
gonna
agreement.
listen.
Yeah.
They're gonna listen to the people that they believe are like infecting people. Like,
Well, no.
yeah.
No, they're gonna listen to the people that are already on their side because anyone that's not on their side is an evil boogeyman. Yep, West
Mm-hmm.
Coast right here. Yeah. Oh, for the early morning. Oh God, yeah.
No, it's super early over on West Coast. Me
Yeah.
included.
Oh my God.
uh,
Hi. I would much rather wake
oh,
up and watch
yeah.
listen to a smoky stream than the news. Valid, same, 100%. Oh, I hate the news. I do not watch the news. I gave up on it many years ago because it was bad for my mental health. And so now, honestly, if I need to know something, social media will be screaming about it, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Honestly, I've kind of took that approach with news as well the past
Hmm.
couple of years. It's just it's 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 too much, you know? Like there's so many things that I just don't like. I can't do anything about it, you know?
Hmm.
It's just, yeah.
It gives
I
you.
can't be feeling like humans aren't meant to know this many people.
Yeah.
We're not built for all these tribes. Like, so.
Yeah, it causes so much emotional fatigue. Because or compassion fatigue, because you want to feel for the person on the other side of the world that just went through a tsunami or something, but at the same time, like five other places are also having some sort of disaster, and you're like, bruh, I just want to have my coffee, and I have to go to work, and work is a disaster, and you know,
Yeah, it's one of those things where like people say, um, someone's always got it worse than you. Stop complaining. Like I find that a little bit problematic, just from the
mm-hmm,
sense that, you know, yeah, you might be more privileged to live in a place that doesn't have the same kind of struggles, but it's all relative. You know,
mm-hmm,
it's all relative to just where you are, what's happening. Like
yeah,
you're allowed to have a bad day, even though you're not. Like, to use the tsunami example, you've not just been hit by a tsunami. Like, you can't deny yourself ever feeling pain just because someone's got it worse. Like that's
I
just not
mean,
fair to yourself.
it also like focuses only on the physical damage and not like the psychological things that people are going through. Like, yeah, you can be going through a tsunami and be having a traumatic experience, but you can also have been like in a car crash and having a traumatic experience. Some small things like that, and even if it's just like, oh, you could have had a breakup, or you could have had this or that, something small, it still has a psychological effect on you. Maybe not as much as a traumatic experience, but it's still enough to
Yeah,
be like, oh damn, that's going to affect me for the next few days or week or whatever. And you can't discredit something just because it doesn't have a physical reaction. right? Or physical cause. A lot of people focus on the physical differences, like, oh, well, you're not a starving child in Africa. Was the one that went around when
Yeah,
I was a kid. And I just
yeah.
think about that one now and I'm like, damn, y'all were fucked up for that. But
Honestly,
they were
I think
so
there's
fucked
another.
up for
I
that.
think another example that could be done, would
Mhm.
be like a celebrity dying.
Oh
Um,
god. Uh-huh.
and you'll get some people that are really upset because they
Mhm.
followed them and they really enjoyed their stuff. You'll get
Mhm.
people on the other end that are like, "Who? I don't know them, so they
Mhm.
can't be that important."
Oh my
And it's like
god.
the same event has happened in the, and
Mhm.
everyone's just got their own reactions and their own feelings, just depending on their own experience
Yeah.
with the person.
Yeah, and like everyone's feelings about it are valid, right? If it was something that was very important to you and you lost it, that's a tragedy to you, right? Just because you didn't know that person was doesn't mean like I mean they probably didn't just cure cancer or something, but
Yeah,
damn, let people be upset
yeah,
about a death.
yeah, for sure. Like there's plenty of like the musicians and stuff that might have passed that I've never listened to, and people be like, "Oh
Hmm.
my god, this person just died," and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry that you've lost someone that looked up to or whatever."
Yeah.
Um, like I'm not gonna call someone stupid for it.
Oh
Like
no,
you,
that's
you
so
know, you feel,
immature.
yeah, you be in your feelings. Like I've had people pass away, like in celebrity positions, I guess,
Hmm.
that other people would be like, "Why do you give a shit?" Like
Oh my
fucking Kid
god.
Iwata from Nintendo died. Like I was like, "Oh my god!" And I'm sorry, everyone's just like, "Why are you crying?" That like
Oh my
this is
god.
an employee of Nintendo died. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
but it's a lack of empathy when you do that though, when you're just like, "Oh, why are you sad about this thing that happened? It doesn't really affect you." And it's once again focusing on that physical thing instead of that emotional, psychological thing.
yeah, like I'm not telling other people to be sad. I'm just,
Mhm.
it just sucks. Someone that I thought
Uh,
was pretty cool passed away. That's kind of it.
okay, hold on. What is this?
You
They're not fucked up though. I think they're just humans who are learning because we've always been emotionally intelligent, but only recently have those emotions been moving in an incline despite the evil world news footer. I'm sorry, what did that mean? Oh my god,
I'm
I'm
reading
actually
that slowly to try and take that in.
getting called out for that. Footer is wild. Footer. um
Fuda?
Footer.
Fudder? What's that mean?
Like footer, like it's a T. He just mistyped it.
No, I don't think
Fodder? Wait,
that's.
fodder? With two
Yeah,
D's?
cannon
P3 the
fodder. Oh,
way.
okay.
Cannon fodder. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think it's.
I was okay, fine. Yeah, I'm the dumb one.
It's
I was imagining an
pretty
evil
cute.
news like the thing that scrolls at the bottom on over everything. Okay,
No, but
listen.
true.
Also, thank you guys for the follow. I missed one because I was trying not to interrupt, but thank you guys for the follows.
Don't thank
Um,
them nuts.
I saw a
They should thank you.
I saw a sub thing, but I don't think it was for me. But I didn't know
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. That was Oddie for me. Thank you, Oddie. I just didn't want to interrupt, and
Okay,
people
okay.
people get it when you call them, and people get it. They're like, oh yeah,
I know,
probably.
I just couldn't read it, and I was like, because it doesn't have a little cute circle beside it. So I was like, what? Um,
Mhm.
what were we talking about? This. I think he means like emotional intelligence has been on an incline despite how we're talking about how bad the world is. Right? I don't know. Maybe he does this to me every time. I'm sorry. He's not seeing cursor. I'm
I
s-
have a streamer that I watch that will misread a chat message and like start going on a rant with the way that they read it, and
yeah.
then everyone's screaming in chat like, "No, no, that's not what they said! No, like stop, stop!"
I do it to him a lot. It's not wrong because he misspells thing, and then I don't understand thing.
Yeah, P3, it's your fault.
Oh my god! But I don't remember. It's gone.
What were we talking? Oh yeah, P3's message. We were talking about um people with empathy.
And some people
People
not having
killing,
it.
people dying. Yeah. So and celebrities.
Oh yeah, not showing empathy for someone else's grief, basically, and thinking their grief isn't important. Basically,
Yeah, and Nona was like,
Mhm.
oh wait, I didn't actually see that message from Nona. Brain often treats parasocial relationships very similar to real friendships, so it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
sure. That honestly, the whole ideology and concepts of a parasocial relationship is something that I could
Mhm.
yap about for a while.
Really? I would love to hear
Yeah,
it.
I do. Well, it's like
Mhm.
parasocial relationships in the concept in the context of streaming.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, I think the live action nature of streaming kind of I find it quite hard to f- I don't know see what is because it feels very different to a parasocial relationship with like someone who only makes
Like
uh
recorded content.
yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
because you're not having that real time interaction. Um, it's a really hard thing to navigate kind of with someone. Um, I don't know.
Sorry, someone
What do
that
you
I'd never
think
see
about
came in.
parasocial things? Oh my god, welcome in.
Hi,
Yeah, Nox is
Jupiter.
here.
I believe that's lavender, guys. Oh my god. Anyway, um, texted her a while ago. Um, you came in when I'm doing a collab and I can't yap at you specifically. Anyway, I dislike parasocialism because K-pop. Okay, parasocialism is a really big topic because when like for K-pop, it's like it is a huge issue, right? For it's like huge celebrities and things. You have to really keep a boundary there and keep your head on your shoulders because you don't know this bitch at all.
Hmm.
But with something like streaming, I see what you're saying because it's like it is like friendly banter. It's kind of more like you. I feel like sometimes like I'm a bartender and people come to me and they talk, they tell me their stories and shit, and I
Good.
nod and yeah, and we listen and it's like, but there's still a boundary because they don't know our lives that intimately, right?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I always set my boundary with
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to chat, but it's got to be in spaces that I've set up. Whether it's
Mm-hmm.
like social media reaction, like a reply or a Discord channel that's in my public server.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think some people, and I don't know if I can particularly blame them. I think some people kind of just sometimes go a bit further
Mm-hmm.
than just hanging out and vibing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and my brain starts to shut down. I'm just like, oh,
It's
yeah,
sometimes it's like when your acquaintances with some people and some people think your friendship is further than it is to you, and it's a
mm,
disconnect and it feels really awkward because like they'll like assume that they can say these things to you or be comfortable with you on a level that you're not comfortable with yet, may never be. um and so that's where it gets uncomfortable with me when people are like in your DMs like acting like you know each other really well and you've seen them like 3 times in chat max and you don't know this bitch from nowhere.
mm,
And
yeah,
it's like they take it as because you can make friends with the people in your stream
you
100%.
absolutely can.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
can vibe with them, but when it's like misread, it does get
Yeah,
awkward.
yeah. I think Nona's kind of uh got it with.
Mhm.
It's usually an issue with like an individual.
Mhm, mhm,
Um, and because there are people that will there are people that will sort of join your stream and stuff with the intention of just getting to know you, and that's when it
mhm,
can be a bit weird.
mhm, mhm.
Um,
Oh,
if you're just
Smokey is
vibing,
super
hanging
quiet on
out.
my end. No one
Oh,
told me. I'm so sad.
what if I shout?
No, 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 I can just turn you up. But I
Also,
also have sensitive
Addy,
ears.
thank you for the door. No, I appreciate it. Um,
Yay, thank you. Sorry.
no, you haven't, Locke. You haven't. If anyone's ever, because some people will come into DMs and just like send me a little funny meme, and I'll be like, hee hee, that's funny. But some
Mhm,
people come into my DMs expecting like a full blown conversation, and I'm just not that type of person.
mhm, mhm,
And they get really weird when I don't keep responding and having a back and forth. Um,
mhm,
I'm super fine with with
I,
if I haven't told you it's not fine, then it is fine. I'll
it,
let people know it's not. Basically.
I for me, it's like if we vibe, we vibe. You can talk to me in DMs if we're vibing, and you've been in chat several times, and we vibe in chat. Perhaps, usually it's better when I instigate it, but perhaps we can have a conversation in DMs, right? But if you're
Mhm.
trying to force a conversation, buddy, and it's not happening, buddy, you gotta stop.
It's really hard because it's so much of getting on with someone really
Hmm.
is like the best word I can use is vibe.
Yeah.
And how like if someone is in your chat with the intention of getting to know you and getting close to you, how do you like they're going to be trying to fill that checklist, and they can do what other people do, but they can do it in a way that isn't the vibe. And
Yeah, right.
you're instantly
It's
just like, nah. Like how like
mhm.
I find it weird. I find it hard with how to explain to someone that it's just not happening. Like,
It's hard, but you have to be like confident that you feeling uncomfortable is okay. Right? It's not like
yeah.
you're not failing by not being okay with it. Because I used to feel guilty for being like, oh, I don't like this person, or we're not getting along that way. Um, but just like having that boundary of, hey, we're not there yet, or hey, that makes me uncomfortable. Because like it might be something that subconsciously made you uncomfortable about how they acted, right? But you couldn't put into words, right?
Mhm.
But it's still okay to be like, hey, you are making me uncomfortable the more you continue to do this. I'm not even sure what this is, but it's just like right now, bro, you're making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm the same as you, Sonny. I
Mhm,
don't have friendship decay. I literally just messaged someone that I was friends with in the last that I grew up with basically,
mhm,
and I haven't spoken to him in 4 years. I just messaged, oh hi, and then asked a question because to me,
mhm.
not seeing someone, it's just like a pause button. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel like, and I don't blame people that do feel like this, but I don't
Mhm,
feel like, oh, I haven't messaged them in a while. I should I should catch up so they know that I'm still thinking about them because I just assume that people are just busy. They got shit
mhm,
to do,
mhm, mhm.
And I'm not as much like I am social. I love chatting. I love people sometimes, depending who they are.
Mhm,
But I'm not a casual chatter. Like I can't
mhm.
go about my day while having DMs with people like in Discord and stuff. That's just not the type of person I am.
Oh, I'm a yapper.
Um yeah, I see. I'm fine with it on stream, but like off stream,
Mhm.
unless we're like in a call or something, I just don't have enough to talk about. Realistically, I if someone's gonna like
I
bring up like
mhm,
topics and just not be mad when I just reply with like a few words because I'm just listening, then I'm fine with that. But
mhm, mhm.
yeah,
Looks like you have constant friendship decay due to how they communicate in general. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, my response to that is, God, I will live blog my day to close friends, and they'll live blog their whole day, and I'm fine with it because I want to know what you're doing, and that's the only way I'll keep up with you
exactly.
is if we're live blogging. Um,
Those people kind of find each other.
yeah, and then like if you for people that are like outside of that circle, we'll if I have something to talk to you about, I will talk to you about it. But if there's nothing to go piss girl.
Fuck you, Butch.
Once again, it's a vibe. If the vibes are off, don't force the vibes. That's basically it.
Please don't force the vibes.
And
Yeah,
but some people can't sense the vibes.
they
If you,
can, and
mhm.
there's so many reasons that they might not even be able to tell,
Yeah,
and it's
I
yeah.
when it comes to sensing vibes, I like to think of it as a skill that you can build because really you're just noticing patterns, right, of how people react to things you do. So if you're
Remember
very
when you said that people say you've got autism, Nux? You're
wait,
just like,
mhm.
okay, so the vibes are patterns. Like, okay,
What? That's
yeah.
why I like to say it is because I'm like a lot of people that struggle with vibes love patterns. I'm like, bitch, it's a pattern.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, but this feels like this feels like very much like the way
Mhm.
someone who is autistic would approach
Yeah.
um
if you
social interaction.
if you don't have the pattern recognition, then it's just a skill you're gonna have to build. I have no advice. No, but like
Yeah.
you have to just be aware. It's really just being aware of what's happening. Not you have to fight the anxiety a little bit and still be aware and just be like, okay, when I do this thing, people seem to react poorly, or oh, when I do this things are going well. But if you don't like if you have to think about it in a way that you're breaking it down and analyzing it, that's okay. If you can
Mhm.
feel the vibe and you're like, okay, the vibe feels a little better when I do this, vibe feels a little worse when I do that, you can do it that way too. I'm just saying, I don't know. I feel like everyone can build the skill. I like to be
It's true.
optimistic about it.
Yeah, I think so as well. I've always been a
Mm.
big observer and listener.
Mhm.
I always, see how other people are doing things, and if
Mhm.
it's not, if I'm like uncomfortable watching them do it or seeing
Mhm.
how they're interacting, I'll be like, okay, so I'm not going to do that because
Yeah.
that made me feel gross. So I
Yeah.
imagine if I did that, it would make someone else feel gross.
Yeah, and
Um,
I feel like that's the normal way to go about it, right? That's the average quote unquote way to go about it.
I
But
mean, I'd
if
hope so, but I
but
kind of feel like it isn't. No.
No, but some people don't, it doesn't register, right? And so I'm like, if it doesn't register for you that way or it doesn't make you uncomfortable, look at how the other person reacted and see whether or not like did they take that well or do they also seem uncomfortable? Even if you're not uncomfortable, does that other person seem uncomfortable that just had that interaction happen to them? If they did, maybe add that to your repertoire of things maybe not to do unless you know the person really well, right? So it's things like that. That's just noticing things. It doesn't have to be about you or the other person. You can also be like seeing it happen in real time to other people and read
Yeah,
them. You
that's
know.
that's kind of how I feel like
Mhm.
I built up like a vibe checker, was just
Mhm.
observing people and just because I know one thing my mum
Mhm.
would always say to me as a kid. She was
Mhm.
like, she kind of picked up on the fact that if I was like chatting with friends and stuff, I'd be
Mhm.
quite like extroverted. But if
Mhm.
I was in a space with new people,
Mhm.
my first sort of like quite a few new people, my first thing is to just sit and just listen and be the one
Mhm.
that's just like sort of taking a back seat and feeling out the room.
Mhm.
And that's just me kind of in a way checking everyone's vibe and making sure
Mhm.
that when I interact with them, I'm doing it in a way that is going to be how they're going to
Mm.
be okay with.
Mhm. Mhm. Like
Um,
you're reading the room, like
yeah, and it's
literally
not
reading the
me
room.
being
Mhm.
yeah, and that's not to say that like I'm being disingenuous. Like, oh, when I interact with people, I'm doing it in a way that just makes me like likable. I
Mhm.
mean, in some sense it is, but I'm
Mhm.
only gonna interact in a way that also it's like a version of that is me. Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm not gonna change aspects of the way I feel and
It
think to interact. It's just sort of um
it's.
like I think
Mhm.
it's no carry on.
I was gonna say it's similar to like code switching.
Mm,
Right? Like it's like you see what this set of people are okay with by watching how they interact with each other and you're like, "Okay, this is the volume I'll crank it up to for them."
yeah,
You
I mean you
know?
could. So
Mhm.
people in my chat might have seen this in real time, where
Mhm.
there's some people that come in,
Mhm.
and my first reaction is to like cuss them out and like shout at them and tell them to
Yeah.
fuck off. But
Yeah.
then there's other people that come in and I'm like, you are sweet, soft baby. I can say nothing. I can say nothing bad to you. Like Max, Max, yeah, you got it. Like it's just hi Wisp. Like every time I see Wisp, I have to say, oh my god, the Persona fans back. Um, slash derogatory. Uh,
Damn.
like I
Mhm.
they're both ends of that still me. Like I'm
Mhm.
still acting in a way that's is me,
Mhm.
but I'm just I don't know, just like you say, reading the room.
Yeah.
I
But
think
mhm.
there's like emotional intelligence, right, as well
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
knowledgeable one. Yeah.
And some people don't know how to do that very well, and I think part of it is not having the social skills, like not having the social experience
Well,
to have gotten there
that's
yet. Mhm.
something I was mentioned as well is that I'm not knowledgeable on this. I don't
Mhm.
know if anyone in chat is, but I
Mhm.
don't know how much neurodivergence can um impact someone's social
Mhm.
intelligence
Mhm.
skills.
Mhm.
Um, I
I
don't I
also
I don't know.
I think it's a mixture. Like, I like to think it's a small obstacle, but it's not like a hard block, right? So I think a lot of people that are neurodivergent don't get the proper social interaction for them when they're children. And I feel like trying to deal with neurotypical people makes you feel ostracized when you're a neurodivergent person. And
Yeah.
so there's like there is no vibe. You're so used to there not being a fucking vibe that you're just like, well, damn, I guess we
You're vibe
just
depraved.
yeah, you're just like, I guess we raw dog life.
Yeah, because I have interacted and made friends with people that are autistic, and when
Mhm,
we first met, they were very like quite heavy to interact with, just because they were,
mhm,
whether they were like overly personal or whatever, and all it
mhm,
took was
mhm.
just I don't like that, and they're like, okay, put it in the
Yes.
checklist. I'm changing that up, and then instantly it's like, oh, okay, so you do have like the emotional intelligence. It's
Yes.
just a case of telling you rather than you
Yeah.
just like picking up the thing, you know?
Yes. 100%. And so okay, so I'm very blunt and sometimes I can be rude, especially in real life. Because if you're doing something that really bothers me, I really want to tell you that it bothers me.
Hmm.
That's not always socially acceptable, especially with
Oh no,
neurotypical people.
definitely. Yeah.
So, because neurotypical people are just supposed to pick up on it, but some people don't fucking pick up on it. Eventually, I'm just like, I don't like when you do that.
Hmm. Yeah, for
So, because
sure.
I'm so used to dealing with neurodivergent people, and you have to tell them sometimes, right? Like, hey, it kind of bothers me if you do that, and then a good person will stop, or at least try
For
to.
sure. Yeah,
Hmm.
a way that I've experienced that without neurodivergence is just different
Hmm.
places where people are from and like what their native language
Hmm.
is. Like
Hmm.
I interact with people who are from like Denmark,
Hmm.
and they're super like blunt with how they'll say
Hmm.
something, because
Hmm.
that's just how it translates, and it's like, someone else would read them as being rude, but
Hmm.
really
Hmm.
they're just interacting. Like there's no
Yeah.
malicious intent. There's so many barriers to when you interact with someone online, and especially just through text.
Hmm.
Um, I always
It
just try to assume that, if I think someone's being blunt, they might just be like not speaking their native language.
yeah, no, but like that is a good way to look at it, like, because like neurodivergence is and neurotypical, it's almost like a culture barrier, because someone
Yeah.
said a lot of their family is neurodivergent, and I'm like, most of the time your family will be neurodivergent if you're neurodivergent. Not all of them,
Hmm.
but there's gonna be a couple in there. That's probably how you got it. They just don't know they're
Just like the
neurodivergent,
gay.
bruh. Yes. This is actually genetic. At
Let's not
least
get into eugenics.
no. But a lot of the time, your parents are also like neurodivergent, and they just don't fucking know, and they've learned to deal with it in a way that's probably unhealthy.
Absolutely. My fucking
Yes.
ass growing up and realizing that my dad not being able to read or write and having a big special interest in washing machines. He's probably like, you
that's
know,
that's
there's probably
interesting.
something, there's
Yeah.
probably something going on there.
Yeah,
Like he's
that's
very like,
different.
yeah,
Yes.
he's a little bit, weird, but that's
He's
okay.
different. He
Yeah,
stands out.
yeah, yeah, he really does. Oh my god.
But
Smilky answer he. What
wait.
about the Celestial Sea announcement in direct? Shut up, bot. You're getting everyone excited.
What?
Oh my
What?
god, look at Jupiter doing the gay command. Oh my god, coming into the collab, stealing my commands. Allow it.
Everything out. Wait, what? What did it say? What did P3 respond to? Oh god.
Which message?
You figuring out if I got my neurodiversity based on my mother, social butterfly, my daddy, daddy? Oh my god.
Daddy? Wait, what?
Daddy? I said father. It was father. I read
Oh,
daddy. I'm fucked up today. 6-year-old obsession with trains. My brain's fucked today. My apologies. A
oh,
zero.
Coop, you've arrived at Daddy. How you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, sorry. Yeah, there's a gay command, but that's not for you. The exclamation mark straight's for you.
Oh,
Um,
damn.
Steve
Um.
told me it's his hat.
And
It's fine. Allowed.
you're right there. Father, I know. I was just as horrified as you. Okay. I was like, mouth, excuse me? Like, I didn't even read it in my mind that way. It just came out. And I was like, excuse me? My parents, I think both of them are neurodivergent. I think my mom is ADHD flavored and my dad is autism flavored because she goes very fast and he has sensory issues with loud noises. And there's other things, but he's more the quiet one and she's more the yapper. She's more excitable. But she also doesn't like people that much, so I can't call her social butterfly. They're both very quirky, but in very different ways. And so I can't look at one and say that's where the neurodivergence comes from because I'm like, you both have different flavors, but definitely
Yeah,
something.
of these.
Yeah.
I definitely I think my mum. I was gonna say normal, then that was. Jesus Christ! I don't know if she would be neurodivergent. I don't think she is. But my dad for sure. My dad,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I have never seen him use a knife and a fork. Even going out to
What?
restaurants, he always uses his fingers to eat.
That's wild.
Because he just
Huh.
My dad's lived a very interesting life. I
Yeah.
think.
He sounds very interesting, honestly.
Yeah, I've never seen even like Christmas dinner. Like he just
Damn.
start picking up like turkey and just putting it in mashed potatoes and shit. Like I don't. There's so many things that I realized about him are just strange that I didn't really notice until I was older and met other people's parents. How does he eat mash? How do you
That's what I
think
was
he eats mash?
wondering.
Goes and gets some bread and just uses the bread like a chapati. Like that's.
Oh, okay, valid.
He is a white boy, but he like moved out of my grandparents' house when he was like 6 or so to go and live with an Indian family that owned a local convenience store. So he lived there for like 10 or so years and obviously learned a lot about culture and cooking and stuff. And I remember when I was in high school, the mother of the house that he was living in, she was like, "You look like insert dad's name. Are you his son?" And I was like, "Yeah, why? Who are you?" She was like, "Oh, he used to live with me." I'm like, "Okay." Okay.
Wild interaction.
He had no reason to move out. Like my grandparents are together. Like he had a perfectly fine home, but
He just was
know.
like, peace out, man.
Yeah, I have no idea. And at like 6 years old, like
how was that even allowed? Like they were just like,
I don't know. It was probably. I mean, it probably wasn't a lot. I have no idea. He was working as on like delivering milk when he was about 10 or 11. Like getting a wage and stuff. I'm from a very working class family.
You gotta get the rest of the deets on this one, man. You can't just be
really
like, you moved out at 6 years old, you were delivering milk at 10, and that's it, man. And you lived with an Indian family. I'm
scared to ask him because I feel like if I ask him a question, he's gonna like scratch some trauma and then break down. Like I don't want to ruffle him.
You're like, I don't want to know.
I don't want to make you fall apart. Like, like he's running on like string, blue tack, and a prayer. Like, little freak.
String, blue tack, and a prayer.
Yep.
Oh my god. I love the dramatic change between soft little knocks on Smokey's stream and the tough knocks on Nox's stream.
Oh, I haven't actually seen what model you're using on your stream. Let me go see.
Also, I understand why P3 said so your dad's African, he eats fufu with the it's like a dumpling thing they scoop up and eat things with. They just use their hands to eat. Yeah, that's what he means.
when you eat with that, like
You have to use your
my
hands.
yeah, but you
Mhm.
don't chew, right? You just swallow right away.
Oh, I have no idea. I've
Is
never had
is
it.
that right? P3 might know.
I would choke. I'm not gonna
Me,
lie.
that's my concern.
I'm
That's my
like,
concern.
bruh, can never go to that
Anytime I've seen someone
household.
eat,
Mhm.
yeah, anytime I've seen someone eat with them, it's just swallow, like no chewing.
I mean, I guess it's
I just
soft
don't
enough
know.
that you probably could, but
Yeah, but so
bruh.
is mochi, and I can't. Like I'd
Mochi you
choke.
can choke on. You 100% can choke
Yeah.
on that shit.
People die. Like
Yeah!
people die in Japan. Like old people, like because of mochi.
What a way to go
It probably
out!
right. It probably
What?
kills more people than sharks. Like it's wild.
I actually don't know. I always chew. But yeah, it's soft enough to swallow though. Okay. I don't know.
Okay, I'm not gonna be out here claiming to know more than you. Like
I
just a white boy. I don't know.
I mean, neither of us know. Me and P3 both don't know.
I was talking to P3 specifically. I was talking to P. No.
I
Oh my god.
was like, I'm pretty sure his ass is not African. He doesn't know.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He's black though, but.
Oh right, okay.
This is me. I thought when I heard the answer to eating mashed potatoes. Yeah. Me too. Actually, I was like, wait, so he just grabbing that shit?
Mm. But yeah, my dad's very much not African.
Yes.
My parents are very white. I'm very white.
Oh my
I don't know what your
god.
reaction to that's supposed to be, but I just. I'm sorry, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my god. My brain. How we were talking about neurodivergent parents.
Oh yeah, we were.
I'm trying to remember how we got there. Neurodivergent parents.
We're talking about parasocial behavior and how
Socializing.
yeah, socializing.
Yeah. So if your parents are neurodivergent and you don't have a lot of friends, you're gonna pick up a lot of little neurodivergent like tisms that you're gonna it's really isms, but you're gonna act a little differently than a neurotypical, and it just kind of builds up on itself. I've read that, or I've heard that neurotypical people don't like how neurodivergent people act, and I don't know why. Like the vibes are off to them a lot of the time. So I'm just like, especially as your kid, right? And I'm just like, damn, it just
Wait, what was that?
spirals.
Neurodivergent people don't like
Neurodivergent
people.
No, neurotypical people. Sorry, don't like neurodivergent
Oh, I
people.
see.
Yes, and I'm just like,
Um,
which is like, I guess I get it. They think that the vibes are off, which is unfortunate.
yeah. I think neurodivergent people can get kind of as well.
Hmm? Hmm?
Very loud motorbike went by. I just had to mute
Mm.
for a sec.
Mm.
I think they get tagged as like quite abrasive, or like quiet and just antisocial and not wanting to.
There's the annoying side of the spectrum, and there's the too quiet and awkward side of the spectrum.
Yeah,
And
for sure,
yeah. But like, I feel like when neurodivergent people get with other neurodivergent people, especially that are just like on the same wavelength, they have a great time. Great time. Everything goes well. It just like, but because neurotypical people tend to be on a different wavelength, it just, and then some neurodivergent people know how to match it, right? Like I know how to match it most of the time, but if you don't have that skill, bruh, it gets weird. And also a lot of people are very accommodating of me, I think, because I definitely can be too abrasive. And like, I started this conversation with, am I the only brown person in this train? So this people are very accommodating of me. Okay, I start off shit wild.
Oh my god, you sound like people let me on, even though I am like. Oh my god. Yeah, that is how we started stream, isn't it?
It is.
When I did collab with Oshio and Dolly, we started the stream talking about the
Foreskin?
concept of no, but that didn't happen. It was the concept of Garfield.
Oh.
Where everything about it is the same, but Garfield isn't a fat cat. He's a twink that John picked up off the streets. So like there's like different ends, right? There's both sides, we've got the Garfield we've got Nox. Like, you know?
We've got Nox.
I mean, you are a dog
Gestures.
today. You are a puppy.
Thank you, man.
Yes, Nox is very cute. This PNG is so fucking cute that you made.
I made it in
Genuinely
30
so
minutes.
You sure did.
I made it in like 30 minutes before stream because I couldn't sleep. I have
Slapped it
not
together.
held my pencil since we've started this call.
God. Oh yeah, there's a good chance we're not going to do any art today. Like,
Oh no. I should have just put it in just chatting. It was silly.
I haven't even got my tablet out.
I
I was like, I'm not going to get it out because if we don't end up doing it, that's a waste of time. Like,
yeah, valid.
We'll
Scratching troll.
we're scratching. Call of Art streams have the same vibe as a sleepover. They do.
They do.
Also, Hypofuls will come in. Yeah, I like it. I like it. The idea that we're all just like, you know, we're just on the floor. There's a blanket. We're just vibing, we're chatting, talking about secrets. Hi, Sen. Welcome in.
Hi,
We are
nice to
just
meet
vibing.
you. Yeah, we were just
Yeah.
vibing.
If you're wondering where to follow Nox, by the way.
Thank you.
Hee hee.
Also thank you for the shout outs. I don't think I've said thank you for a single one of them. I'm so sorry. I have my
You
brain.
don't have to. They're gonna happen whether you're thankful or not. Like, I'm just like, you're here. People should follow you. I need you in a clip sticker donation thing.
Sorry,
What does that
my
mean?
brain was loading symbol. No, I said whoever gets the most clips of my channel. I don't want to say this in front of your people because I was like, I don't know who y'all's people is. Whoever gets the most clips of my channel gets free art. And I was like, but don't abuse it.
I think we can verify this with if you've been following for more than a day.
Yeah.
If people have just jumped in from my stream and they're like, "Oh, 3 hours." Like, listen, these bitches know they don't get shit for free. I've had a redeem up of like Smilky Draw this where people can suggest something. It's been up since like January 2024 and I've not done a single one yet. Like, it's they're in for the long game. Like, they ain't getting shit.
I
should
spoil
delete all those.
mine. I spoil mine. Okay, this chibi that's on screen was a reward for the
Oh
subathon.
my god, it's so good.
Spoil
though.
them. Yeah.
You really do. Y'all should go get spoiled by now. What are you doing here?
We don't know the sweetness of free art.
Smilky Draw this. Thank you. Thanks, Whiskey.
Oh my
Draw
god.
anything? Yeah, everyone's redeeming it now.
Oh my god. Oh, thank you for the follow.
You think you were following Nox before I did, Perry?
I
I'm
mean,
a message in Nox's chat. How long have I been following? I've been following since August 2023. Perry's been following June 2020. Okay.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm sad because those didn't pop up for me when I wanted to see them. But damn, wait, it's 2023.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't know it'd been 2 years. Damn.
Yeah, August. Again, I'm sure it was part of streaming, but you.
No, I don't. I don't remember.
Maybe someone suggested you, and I was like, "Oh, Nox Lucent." I should
probably
go
Perrin.
see what.
If you know Perrin, because she was in streaming for sure.
Yeah, Perrin super was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perrin's great. I love
Perrin.
Perrin.
I love Perrin. She's so sweet.
Hi, Perrin. If you're here, every now and then Perrin will just pop in, and I'll be like, "Yeah, you're great." By the way.
Yeah. Same. Especially at night. When I do night streams, she shows up. I'm like, why are you not asleep? You stream in the middle of the day.
So true. Hi Scarlett, welcome in. Join the stream, and I like your guys' designs. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm doing a collab today. It's part of an event I'm hosting called VTransVoices, where I collab with different trans streamers every week. And Nox Lucent is my last one.
Yeah.
This is the last collab stream.
Saved me for last, the most chaotic. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about the most chaotic. Maybe.
I want to say you're the most chaotic on one spectrum. There's another one which is $1.50 slice.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I
Dolly.
was like Dolly for sure.
Yeah, she's like a little bit fucked up, but like in like hot girl way, like. Play
Dolly's
Scar, no
great.
worries. Yeah, Dolly is fucking great. Dolly is so good.
You know
I
what's
like
oh.
how. No, carry on.
You know what's wild is apparently Dolly was following me on Tumblr for the longest time. I had
No
no idea.
way.
Yeah, I had no idea who Dolly was. I was like, what? And I was I found out about Dolly through Glottal, I think. And he might not know who
That
Glottal
makes
is,
sense.
but
I know
yeah.
Glottal,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And I was like,
Be in the freak spaces.
I was like, how have I not known you? Because like I think she may have been following me before she started VTubing. So I was just sitting here like,
Oh.
how have you been here this long and I've never known you? And it just kind of made that like that brain thing where you're just like, wait a minute, so many people know of me that I have no idea they exist. That is so scary. Because they never talk to me. It's such a weird concept. But yeah, sorry, I'm so sorry. What were you gonna say? Dolly chaotic. Dolly will make you
No,
worse.
just that. Dolly chaotic, yeah, make you worse. That is something you kind of got to get into when you're streaming, is being aware that you do it long enough, people are gonna know you, and you're just not even gonna have any inkling that they were ever a thing. Because if someone just lurks and they're just vibing, then how are you ever gonna know that?
Yeah.
They're there or
Even
anything?
just on social media, there's so many people following you that you'll never interact with. Because she was on my Tumblr, and I was like, bruh, and people never interact with me on Tumblr, and I was just like, oh damn, I didn't know. Wild. And Dolly is so cool. So many cool people follow me. I wish I talked
Smokey,
to
can
any
you
of
draw
them.
my cat Sona? I drew you, Sen. I drew you. Your little teehee emote. Oh, I did do a giveaway actually. I gave away some teehee emotes. I did draw those.
Okay, good,
Some
good.
of these ones. So I gave
Wait.
them a taste of free art.
Hey, let me see. Oh, that's right. The stream together thing opened in its own. It didn't open in its own window. I wish it had. It did not. No, it like opened in the same tab. Anyway, whatever. Oh, I am adorable.
You are, see? My cat Sona. Have I got one?
You have a cat Sona?
Oh, I did make one when I streamed with Worm on a String. I made a Twinkie cat.
Ah.
It's like a Twinkie shaped cat, but the face is like cream and it can extend its face out like a worm. It was pretty cute. I liked Twinkie cat.
Okay, valid. I'm sorry, I was
Yeah,
distracted by pup time because I was like, why does that look familiar? But they just post puppies.
Yeah, I think it's a bot.
Yeah, it's a bot. They post puppies. Okay.
Yeah. It also does how do you make it trigger? Yeah, it usually reps with
Birds.
just bird, but I think there's a cooldown. There's loads that it does. Does cow time work?
Those are
There's bear
cute.
time.
That's adorable, actually.
It's chicken time one. Yeah.
Oh, my friend would love that one.
There's so many animals. Also, hi Spark, welcome in.
Raccoon
time, yeah, sleepy. Deer time.
Is there no deer time?
Is there elk time?
Wow.
Is there moose time? What about deer like this? No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. My brain. I've realized that I'm becoming hungry because I didn't have breakfast because I'm out of oatmeal, which makes me very sad.
No,
That's my breakfast.
oatmeal.
That's my breakfast every
Do
morning.
you wanna go grab some food?
Maybe. Hold on. I need to look at my phone for a second. Let's see.
I'm a little bit hungry as well. I won't say no to going to grab a bag of crisps or something.
I said I wasn't coming into work today, right? And then my coworkers are like, I'm not gonna come in either. And I'm like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. I was like, I asked at the beginning of the week. So y'all, that's between you and the boss. I ain't doing
Oh fuck.
I'm just like, nope. That sucks.
Beth says, what do you put in your oatmeal?
Oh, peanut butter and banana slices. Is that weird?
I don't peanut I don't know. It sounds normal. I want to be clear. Is oatmeal in the US?
Mhm.
Is it what porridge is in the UK?
Maybe if you put oats in it in your porridge. Is it just oatmeal porridge?
Matto says ish.
Ish,
What's
yes.
different, Matto? Kinda. Okay.
I use instant
Russ
oats,
is,
so.
so yeah, the spelling's
Oh,
different. Shut the
brown
fuck
sugar
up,
and
Russ.
dried up apricots. The spelling's different?
Okay, well if that's the only difference, the only thing I've really put in my porridge is honey.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't put fruit in because if
Hmm.
I'm one of those people where if I'm having fruit, I
Hmm.
want to have the fruit just as it is on its own. Mixing it with other
Mm.
things isn't like fruit desserts and stuff like that. Like I don't
Really?
like. Yeah, if I'm gonna have a strawberry, I want a strawberry. I don't want a slice of strawberry in like a cake or anything.
Wow. I'll eat fruit for
Yeah.
all the way anyway. Gives me or
I
porridge
wish
is
I
oatmeal.
did.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Porridge is oatmeal. Oh, is there porridge that's not oats? Well, I guess there's rice
There's
porridge.
cornmeal porridge. This is what I think of all the time. But I don't know if you know
Okay.
what cornmeal porridge is. It's a
No,
Jamaican
I don't know
thing.
what cornmeal is.
Don't what?
Is it a
What?
meal made with corn? Like,
It's like oatmeal but made with corn. Yeah, well, it's milled up. You don't know what cornmeal is?
no,
That's the most British thing I've ever
we don't.
heard.
Yeah, we don't have that. You get cornmeal, we get crumpets.
It no, a crumpet is like a biscuit, isn't it?
No,
Is it a cookie?
no.
What is a crumpet?
It's quite bready.
Oh,
It's like bread with lots of holes. Um,
that's not a biscuit? Hold on, I have to look up a crumpet.
no. So your biscuits are also different to our biscuits. A crumpet is an English muffin. It's not a crumpet. Is not an
It's not? It looks like a tiny pancake.
English muffin is what McDonald's do with like McMuffins and stuff like that. That's
Yeah,
what we'd call an English muffin.
yeah,
Um, which is what I think is similar to what you'd call a biscuit.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
kinda. But,
yeah,
okay, a crumpet looks like a tiny pancake.
yes. So that they're thicker than a pancake, but
Huh.
and they don't feel like a pancake, but you can think of it as that.
It's a griddle bread,
They're
which is like a pancake. Oh, sorry.
I don't know what griddle bread is. I don't know what Matt's on
It's
about.
just made on a griddle. That's what I think.
Oh,
That's the point.
I've made crumpets once, and I made them in a pan. So
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Griddle to me is a pan, but I don't know.
Oh well, maybe it is then. Matto is
Oh,
Matto's in the UK, but he like loves the US. So
wait, what?
he.
Grits, fried eggs, asparagus and shrimp. What?
Whoa! You don't put asparagus. You don't put that on your. You don't put that on your crumpet. On
Oh,
my
oatmeal
crumpet, I put
fried.
butter and honey.
That sounds good.
It's so good. No,
I like
because
a
I have it for
nice.
breakfast every single morning.
Wow.
Hi, Scar. Welcome back.
So savory spices, egg, and maybe some green onions in your oatmeal.
That's wild.
That is wild. Um. Damn. Okay.
Is that like a Hispanic thing, Soren?
I don't know, but P3 mentioned grits, and I was like, okay, that makes more sense than that. But shrimp,
Perrin!
no. What? Oh my God, it's Perrin!
It's
Hello,
Perrin!
Perrin! We were just talking about you.
you. We were just like, we shout out Noxus and shout out Perrin. That's fine. Hi, Perrin. Yeah, we were talking about you.
Yeah, how are you
Hope
doing?
you're doing well.
Sweats.
I'm gonna pretend you said sweets. I'm not aware if it might be a you thing. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, that sounds like some culture thing. Like that, that doesn't sound like nothing any white person would do.
I. It's too seasoned and flavorful.
Yeah, there's too much. Yeah, there's too much flavor. The white people wouldn't do that.
Oh, I've never
It's
had
true.
grits P3. I know I should have, but I've never had it.
Grits?
Yeah, I can't explain what grits is. It's like a porridgey thing too. I think it's
Okay.
is it similar to cornmeal porridge? No, I've never. All the black people in chat are gonna look down on me now.
Grit over here is something you put on the road when it's snowing. It's like a corn porridge. Okay.
Oh, see, I don't know what the difference between that and cornmeal porridge is. But this grits is like savory, isn't it? I don't know.
I hope you're asking chat and not me.
I think me's like polenta. Grits are often part of shrimp and I could not have shrimp for breakfast.
It's very loud here. I'm glad to make it to the collab. Wait, do you mean loud where you are, Perrin, or loud in the stream? I'm just like, wait, are we over censoring you by you coming in and us just screaming at you? Like, I apologize.
Thank you, Charmy. Oh, yeah, nice thing. I've also never had grits. You think there's something you threw in the garbage? Wow. Oh, loud at home. Oh, okay. Crazy.
Oh, you got construction going on?
Oh, right. In the South for a while, grits are everywhere, but I've never had them. Never like ordered it. Apparently, if it uses cornmeal, it's called mush, and I'm like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't really know what cornmeal is, because to me,
it's milled up corn. That's it.
Like
dried milk. Yeah, dried milled up corn.
Dried milk. Damn. I want to be used like cornmeal. Hi, Joel. Welcome back from hospital.
Hi, Joel.
Did they cornmeal you?
Oh my god.
What did it? Mega milk? You said earlier.
Mega milk instead of mega baby.
Was that first time
noped out.
Was Mega first?
Yes, I think so. Yes. Yeah. He left. He was like, nah, I'm not about this.
That's so good. Oh my god. That's fucking wild.
I'm so sorry, Mega Mike.
Oh, first and last time chat. Yeah. God, that's great.
Oh my god. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I could eat quickly. I'm out of my oatmeal. Oh, I can have a slice of pizza. I have pizza. I guess I could do that real quick.
Oh, is it like?
It's in the fridge. It's not like it's not like a frozen pizza. It's just like a pizza slice. Well, a few pizza slices.
What is it? What's on it?
Ground beef. A little.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a little break then?
Okay. What do we do?
Have you got a BRB screen?
Yeah.
You can just go on there. That's fine.
Okay. Let us do that then. Be right back.
I don't have a BRB screen.
You don't?
So no, I need to make one.
Oh my gosh.
I'll go to my starting soon and just hide the starting soon text. That's what I always do.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that's scuffed. That's good.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god.
Megamind Milkers.
Yes, Megamind Milkers. Oh, I'll do that when we get back, Matt. I'll do the magic transform. Yeah, I'm gonna get some crisps, some chips. Nux's US viewers. Which is most of them, I'm assuming.
Okay. They'll be right back. Bye-bye.
Bye.